Single 40 podcast, episode 42. Welcome back.
Hey, what's up, guys? 42.
42.
Nice.
Getting closer to 50 every time.
Yeah, man. We do this once a week, and it feels like we were just here. So,
Yeah, so this week we put out some shorts of the last podcast, and then you put out some short clips of some walking street footage. And we got some negative feedback from TikTok
yeah.
on some of the walking street stuff. And there was one of the videos Glenn posted. It was basically the Sky staff standing outside the bar waving as the camera walked by. And I believe the guy said, Sky Bar sucks. It's always sucked. Something along the lines of that.
Yeah, and he had like comment about something about the girls. I don't remember exactly, but so what did we do? I ended up tagging him on everything we do now, so hopefully you'll see all of our footage.
Yeah, that was Glenn's idea. Once somebody goes negative on one of our posts, we just tag them on it every time so they can keep seeing how bad our stuff is. But I thought it was funny, like, how he said Sky sucks and it's always sucked. I mean, who knows who the guy is if he's even been there. Most likely he has. But I was just kind of thinking about it, like, what defines making a bar suck in like somebody's eyes?
I mean, I would hope it would be the amount of girls that work there, right? I mean, that would probably be
But it's
if
like,
there's not a lot of girls, then yeah, maybe it's not fun.
I don't know. You go P. Burgo Street, you go Walking Street in Angeles, you go Walking Street in Thailand, you go Soy Six in Thailand, you go Soy Cow. It's pretty much the same stuff, right? I mean,
No, it's definitely, I mean,
a lot of people working, a lot of pretty girls, music, drinks. So I don't see where people get into this. That bar sucks. This bar's better. I mean, obviously that dude sucks and his life probably sucks. So that's why he, doesn't have fun. But I don't know.
yeah, I mean, like we could go back and forth all day about what takes, topic of like what takes somebody to like see something, it triggers their emotions. Oh, I gotta talk shit and like that type of shit. Like that's his. I'll never understand.
Yeah,
that,
it's like
so.
let's fuck talking about him. Let's just talk more about what makes a bar cool and not cool in people's minds. I mean, obviously we can go over our minds and what we think, and then maybe we'll get some comments on what people judge a bar and their experience in a bar, how they rate it as either being shit, sucks, as that guy said, or fun.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, any bar you go into, like you make your own experience, right?
I mean, it's four walls, a roof, a bar, music, a DJ, security, waitresses. Some bars have, stages where people dance and some don't. But Sky's an interesting one because it's a tiny little bar, right? And it's like before the pandemic, I don't think we ever set foot in the place. I don't even know if it was called Sky back then. But our first trip back to the Philippines after the pandemic, which was April 2023 or 2022? When was it? 2023 it had to have been, right?
Yeah, I think so. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we had the AC running. We're in Hawaii, so it's still kind of warm outside. We don't want to fuck the sound up.
Yeah, hopefully this sounds better. Go ahead.
So anyway, it was our trip, the first trip after they opened up after the pandemic, right? Which was April 2023, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And that's when we first stayed at the Fields Hotel, which Sky sits directly under. And we'd never been in there. I don't even think we had any intention on going in there. And then the doorman, Bernie, who's now, a good friend, part of the family now, kept bugging us to come in. And I want to say it was like the third night we were there. We finally went in. And we ended up having a great time. And it was mostly because of Bernie and the staff and Red worked there at the time. And MC Vaughn was working there at the time. She wasn't there the first night. She was there the second night we went. But anyways, we had such a great time with the staff. And they were so welcoming and playing the music we wanted. And we were having a good time. And it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean that's like basically what makes everything, right? I mean, I would imagine if we went there and we didn't have this experience, then we would be probably saying like, yeah, place sucks, but we had a good time.
Right. And the staff itself, like the security, the waitresses and the bartenders have pretty much been the same people since then. I mean, what's that, 3 years later? I mean, obviously the girls come and go, and that's changed over time, but the bar's still fun, but it's all fun because of we had a good group of friends with us. It was me, you, Lee, Matt, the monster, and Mikey, and then the staff made it fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and then when you start throwing money, having a good time, I mean, people go, go crazy, and yeah, and that place is so small that like it just the vibe changes instantly when you start spending money. I mean, I think early on, you know, girls would just be standing there, and then it's like you start spending money, and now they're fucking going crazy, and
Yeah, back in the day, I never really liked the small bars. And then once spending some time in them, and it's not that I didn't like them, it's just I don't think we went in them because they were small. We'd always go to Atlantis, as we've always talked about, and Dollhouse, because those were like the places we knew. But once we started, and going into the smaller bars, especially Sky, it's like more of an intimate experience. It's just the party gets a lot more personal and a lot more fun.
yeah, and I mean, over the years, I mean, since we've been going, I mean, when it's packed, it's like it's chaos. It's fun.
I mean, if a place doesn't have good AC or good service, I could see why you say it sucks. But majority of those places, in my view, are relatively the same when it comes to AC and service. So it just comes down to who you're with and the.
I'm honestly like every bar we've been into, like over the years, I mean, it ends up being fun.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when we first discovered Las Vegas, it was like
Dude, I was literally just thinking fucking Las
yeah,
Vegas.
like I remember going there and being like it's down that out, like behind
Off the
Las
strip,
and
yeah.
you're like, and we went and it was like it's a lot darker. It's just, but it doesn't matter. Like you start spending money, drinking, having a good time. Like what do you know? Everyone's fucking having a great time. So yeah,
Well,
I
I
mean,
think you gotta sometimes put the shoe on the other foot, and so you go in a bar and you think it's not fun, but if you don't bring any positive energy, you got to look at it from like the employee's point of view. If you're just going to sit there in the corner and sulk or not talk to anybody or not do anything, they're not really inclined to like entertain you, I guess. I mean,
it goes for like strip clubs in the U.S., dude. Like if you don't spend money, what do
oh
you know?
yeah, I
Like
mean
you're not
that's a
gonna get
prime
attention. Like
example.
it's the same stuff, and basically it's all mindset and willing. If you're willing to have a good time and treat
Well,
people,
even outside strip clubs, just look at like like a popular bar in L.A. or even here in Honolulu or wherever. Like when you go up to the bar and the place is packed, as a male, it's hard to get a fucking drink.
oh
Like
yeah,
remember when we were young, we used to go out like
oh yeah. I would always send up girls to get drinks because
yeah.
like they get service
So
instantly.
that's one of the biggest differences when you go out in the Philippines. Like you don't have that issue of
Yeah,
not being able to get served or not getting in the front door because they're just letting girls in to try to. Yeah, we never even talk about ratio, right? Like the ratio is always going to win in the Philippines. Like the
yeah,
ratio
or any of
bars,
those places in
yeah.
those countries. I mean, it doesn't
Which
matter if you're like even in Soy Six. Like there's a ton of bars, a ton of more tourists. But every time we went, any bar we went into, it was there's way more girls, and you get served and sat, and obviously the bigger clubs and stuff were different, but like the bars and stuff, yeah. So
and then I mean for us, I mean for me especially, like relationships are huge, right? Like I'm a loyal person. You get your group, your circle, your friends, and then you build relationships with people, and that's important. And me and Glenn were talking about this the other day randomly when the guy was saying Club Sky sucks. Like our relationship building at bars started long before we ever went to the Philippines. Me and Glenn obviously went to college together at the University of California, Davis, and we used to go to a bar there, us and our roommates,
that's right.
called Froggy's. It was this little shit dump bar, and there wasn't a lot of bars in that town at the time. I think there's a lot more now, but we used to go and we'd always take over this little corner, and we were all broke, so we would all pool our money and buy pitchers. But we got to know the bartenders and the security because we were always there, Thursday night, Saturday night, whatever. And we made a relationship with the dudes that worked there, and they always took care of us. And it was like,
Yeah, I mean, especially like on those like whatever Thursday nights when it was packed. Like what's his name? Fuck that big dude.
Webb.
Yeah, he would let us in on the side, and we just walk right in.
Yeah,
Like,
because it goes back to building the relationship,
yeah,
and I mean we were tipping the guys, but nothing crazy. Like we didn't have any money. Like I think a pitcher was like we're gonna date ourselves, and I think it was like $6 or $7 for a pitcher of Bud Light,
yeah, that's right.
and it'd be like four of us, five of us, and we'd take over the corner. Like the bar made like an L shape, so we went to like the bottom part right next to the bathroom, which was a good seat because all the girls had to walk by there to go to the bathroom, and we would just sit there and drink and hang out for the night. And But if we never built that relationship with that staff, it would have been hard to get drinks. It would have been miserable.
That's right.
So it's like we were doing this back when we were in our 20s,
Yeah.
21, 22, right?
Crazy times. Yeah, and I haven't thought about that place in a long time. Froggies.
Yeah, years ago, right?
Is that place even still open?
I have no idea. I think it's probably called something different. That whole area has changed, but there was another. I mean, back then there was literally like 3 or 4 bars in the whole city, and I remember there was the Cantina was like the big one where everyone went, and we stopped going there because we couldn't get drinks, and it was a pain in the ass, right?
Yeah.
And then we started going to Froggies, and then changed everything, and that was just our spot. But you know what I want to do? I want to call Monster and see if I can get him to answer his phone and ask him what he thinks about Sky and somebody saying it sucks.
He's not going to answer.
I was gonna say, what are the odds of this guy answering the phone right now? Let's see if we can get him on. He's probably feet up in a recliner watching sports, and he's gonna look at my call and just be like, "Yeah, I'll call him back next week." 2 rings, 3 rings. I don't think he's gonna answer. Should I do the double call? Call twice in a row so he thinks it's like an emergency.
I think once if you don't get him on the first time, I don't think he's gonna ever answer.
This sucks. It would have been fun to have him on.
5, 3.
I guess we're wasting valuable airtime waiting for Monster.
Yeah,
to pick
man. I
up.
mean, our fan base listening to this is gonna be upset.
I know we haven't got the virtual. Here we go. I got him. Matt,
Yeah.
we're shooting the podcast right now, so you're mic'd up.
What's up, Monster?
What's up, Leonard?
So we're calling while we're shooting this podcast. We first wanted to see if you'd answer. So Glenn didn't think you would. I'm glad you did, even though I had to call your phone twice. But happy you answered. Hello.
Okay.
So the reason we called you was we're talking about Skybar. Glenn put a video out this week, a short video, and a guy on TikTok said Skybar sucks and it's always sucked. So we wanted to get your opinion on that.
On whether Skybar sucks or not?
The guy commented in quotes, "Skybar sucks. It's always sucked."
I mean, I totally disagree with that. I mean, it's a place that you can go drink during the day and at the night. Girls are really, really cute and fun to hang out with there. And I've had nothing but a good time. And the main guy, Bernie, is the man and travels with us. I mean, I definitely had no complaints. That doesn't mean that other folks,
So if this guy was listening to the podcast, what would you want him to know? Like, or what would you say to him?
to each their own. I don't know.
It's all trying to be political. and shit.
Yeah, stop being politically correct. Like, what would you say to the guy?
I think he's a fucking idiot. But,
That's what I was after. Shit.
yeah. I mean, I don't know how you can really go to any bar in AC or Potty or wherever you're going and just think like it sucks. I mean, it's all basically the same shit. It's what you make of it, right?
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Exactly. This is what we talk about all the time. It's like, it's what you make of it. Like, it's not the people there. It's you and what you make of the party or whatever you're doing in life, man.
You got it, man. Well, that's all we needed. Make it count, right?
Make it count. I love you guys.
All right, man.
Later,
Thanks for
Monster.
answering. So there you go. The monster hit on the head. It's all about you and making it count yourself, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's stuff we know, but yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. There's people that have to. I mean, I just fucking don't ever understand. Like, it triggered him so bad that fucking dude had to comment and say some shit. But I guess, I mean, that's just the world we live in now. It's like, I mean, the fucking comments, I'm like, I mean, that's just fucking, that was pretty tame compared to the shit I've ever seen. People get fired up about all kinds of shit that's on the internet.
No, definitely. I'd love to hear in our comments, like, what is a bad bar experience you've had, or what makes you say someplace sucks.
I could see if, like, people gets,
If you get ripped off,
off,
fine.
yeah.
But I mean, that shit's not as common as people. Like, it's more people not paying attention to their tab. Like Mac TV, when he was on our podcast, he worked in a bar in Soy 6 for a long time, and he said that's what would happen. Guys would get drunk, they wouldn't pay attention to their tab, and then they'd be pissed off at the end of the night, which that's on you, right?
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure that happens more often than it's just not paying attention, like you said. I mean, we didn't pay attention in the beginning when we used to go.
We should set up a challenge though. Like, give us the worst bar in Angeles that you think sucks, and then we'll go there, try it out, see how much fun we have, and show you it's just about fucking mindset. It's not about the people working there. It's the mindset. If you go in there looking to have a good time, they'll return the favor.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, every bar we've been to, like even some of the, I mean, well before the channel and us talking about this stuff, like we would go to places and that we've never been, and it'd be kind of slow, and at the end of the night, we're like, dude, that place is awesome. We got to come back, and you know, so this, I mean, even the one that was right across the street from Fields that opened up, it was tiny, and I mean, we went in and had a great time and made everyone's night, and
So in regards to, I don't want to be a hypocrite, right? And I have verbally said out loud that XS sucks, with not on the podcast, within me and you talking, or me, you and Matt talking, and I only say that because I don't like the loud music there, and it's hard to have a good time with the people you're with. So with that being said, I take that back because I don't want to be a hypocrite. And the funny thing is, Big Mike reached out to me on Facebook and said that XS is going to reach out to us directly and hopefully set up some type of a party at XS in the future. Probably won't end up in this December. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see if they reach out, see if they're serious. But I think if we went into XS and had a plan and they were welcoming to us to film, I think we could have a great time.
yeah, I mean, the setup's always, it's like set up kind of like Atlantis, like how.
Yeah, no,
that
it's a great
Yeah,
setup.
yeah.
It's a cool bar. I mean, like I said, I'm only calling myself out because I don't want to be a fucking hypocrite. But the only reason I didn't have fun that a couple nights we went there is the music was just so loud, and when you can't talk to the people that you're sitting with, it's not the best. But the shows are good.
Fuck, I can't even remember the last time I went in. I mean, it's been years.
It was a while ago, and we sat in the very front row, and it was a big night. Like, it was packed, and like they were doing some type of special show, and like, I mean, it was pumping, but we just weren't in an environment where we were all looking at each other, like hanging out, like we were kind of watching the show, and the music was too loud. So nothing against it, but yeah, no, I think if we set up a single at 40 bar hopping night there, or even a party, I think it'd be fucking awesome because the place is cool.
Yeah, we know a bunch of the girls that work there and stuff. So,
And we love some of their other bars, Avalon, Lucifer, obviously, Carousel in the hotel. So we're all about the Wolfpack group too. So they got a good thing going. I'm trying to think of what other bars like we haven't, that I've said negative stuff about, now that I don't want to be a hypocrite, but I don't really.
I mean, yeah, unfortunately, like over the last couple trips, we've only gone to the same couple bars. But I mean, that one that closed down was pretty cool. They remodeled it. It was like, I don't remember the name of that one. It was like over by Sensations, and we went in, and I mean, had a good time. And
You know where we got to go back to is the Owl's Nest.
that's right.
We went in there years back, and it didn't have a lot of people working. I don't know what the situation was with management and financially, but there wasn't a lot going on in there. But we turned it into a good time,
Yeah.
and we never went back. But we need to go back there. I remember it was big, and they had a pool table, but they revamped it. Like, I know they did construction on the front of it, possibly inside. So that's another place we gotta go back to.
Yeah, I mean, we always stayed right next to it, and we never walked in. I mean, always walked by it. So
That's one we got to hit up on the list. We never really go to the ones across the street, the smaller ones like Gecko and Lollipop. I've been in Lollipop that I remember, but I don't know why we don't end up going in those. We got to check all these places out again. But
yeah, and we don't necessarily have to like go film or anything. We should obviously just go in and have a good time and spend money and shit. Because I mean, even that one on the corner right next to that restaurant, like at the middle of Walking Street. I don't know, I can't even know its name.
on the corner,
It's like right across from
Kokomo's. What the fuck is that place called?
Yeah.
Somebody in the comments tell us if you watch this. Right across the street from
Dude, I've never
Kokomo's.
stepped foot in that place.
It's got a second deck too, like an
Yeah.
outside patio.
They made I think they remodeled it.
I want to say it changed names. Like, it had a name and then it changed it.
Yeah. So, no, I mean, there's definitely places, and that, and that one that the Viking, we went in there a bunch before pandemic and always had a good time.
Yeah, Viking's great. Big pirate ship place.
Yeah.
That place is a lot of fun.
The one, yeah, the other one, like I want to say like 1-2-3 bar, we've gone in, had a good time. I mean, yeah, every time we go into places, obviously now like we have a bigger group, and it could be,
I remember you and Matt going in it used to be called Voodoo Lounge, and now it's called Angel Witch. That was back in the day when it was one of the only ones open 24 hours. I don't know if it still is, but
That's
you
right.
guys went in there like 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, I want to say one trip we like went out, partied all night, and then like the next morning we went and straight out. That was good times.
Because Dollhouse used to be open 24/7, and I don't think it is anymore. But Angel Witch, I think, still is.
Angel Witch, that's the new name.
Yeah, it was called Voodoo or something
Yeah, I
when you
remember
guys
that.
went in there years back.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's so many of these little places. Like, how can you not have a good time?
But you can turn the tide at any of them. It's like you want the staff to be fired up. Obviously, you got to start spending some money, and then if you're putting out positive energy and whatever, dancing on stage or buying people shots and taking them with them, or doing money rain or doing singing karaoke, grabbing the mic, like you'll turn the vibe around if it's slow. I mean, that's one of the knocks right now is obviously Angeles has been slow for a while, and that's why we're trying to pump business there and tell people make Walking Street great again. But any bar that's there, if it's a slow night, yeah, nobody's making money and they're all just sitting around. But once you go in, if you change that tempo and you change that vibe, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, no, I mean, and we've gone in the sky too, like late night, like at the end, and I mean, there's people in there doing the same shit we're doing, like, and we end up, just making the party bigger.
Joining up with them,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, it's unfortunate that I mean, obviously, like we're gonna call out people that are negative to us, but that dude was obviously something bad happened, and that guy, he obviously experienced it for him to make a comment. So
I'm a firm believer it's not even the bar. I think it's just him. I don't.
yeah, I mean, most of the time, I mean, yeah, you got to have some kind of some mental stuff going on for you to just shit
Yeah,
on
I
something,
mean,
right?
if you let's say you posted a short video of every bar in Angeles, like one a day, right? I doubt there's going to be one that person's going to pick out and be like, that bar's great. Like
Yeah,
he's going to shit on every single one, or just not. If he doesn't see the content, it's just the guy sitting there miserable wherever the hell he's at and just sees it, and just for some reason he's like, fuck that place. But it's more like, fuck my life. I'm not happy.
yeah, probably. I mean, it's unfortunate.
It's totally unfortunate. But that's why we go there, is because it makes us happy and it's fun, and it's something to look forward to. So it's all in your mindset, right?
Yeah. No, I mean the best part is like I mean we're getting like comments like that on these other platforms where we don't have a obviously a big following, not like we have a big one here, but even on Instagram or something, I think most of the time they're accounts they're basically troll accounts, right? It's not like someone's like you have no idea who's talking shit, but I think on Instagram there was somebody I did the same shit. I tagged them on everything we fucking post, so.
So no, now that we're talking about all the platforms, let's run down what we have, and well, I know somewhat what the subscribers are. So YouTube's obviously the main one for us that we post everything except for the long formats are obviously just on YouTube, the full podcast, but all the short clips and the short videos we post across the spectrum. So number one, YouTube, and I think we're sitting at 3,900 subscribers on YouTube, and then number two would be TikTok for us, and we're just below 3,000 on TikTok. Number three would be Facebook. We're just about 2,000 on Facebook. Number four behind that would be Instagram. I think we have 400. And the fifth one, which doesn't get any subscribers, I think we have 29 subscribers, X,
All right.
the formerly known as Twitter. So if you're watching this and you follow us and you don't follow us on any of those ones, please do. But it's all the same content, but we're trying to see which one grows the fastest, and TikTok's been kind of catching fire for us, which is cool.
Yeah, it's that short format. Like people don't have to really think; they just scroll and shit, which is basically. I mean, I think a lot of yeah, some of the stuff on TikTok, like, because I mean, and once you start looking at the algorithm, right? Once you start watching shit or even commenting or liking stuff, like you see more of that stuff on your feed, right?
Definitely, and TikTok's like a goddamn slot machine. Their algorithm's so good, like it keeps you hooked, right? That's I think the best one when it comes to trying to keep somebody hooked, in
Oh
my
yeah.
opinion.
Well, I mean, yeah, well, I think we've talked about this where some people are just TikTok and they don't do any Facebook. So
Yeah, people have their comfort zones. I know a lot of people around our age really like Instagram. And I know in the Philippines, Facebook's really big because it doesn't use data there. TikTok's obviously a younger crowd, but I think that's growing because of the how cool it is. And YouTube's, the biggest one for long format and everything. But something we've been trying to do is watch other content that's similar to ours and comment on it, just so people can see our comment and possibly look at our page. And because we're trying to get it out there to, show people how to have a good time or how we have a good time and educate them. So that's worked a little bit on TikTok,
Yeah.
commenting on other somewhat similar content. And then somebody might see the comment and click on Single at 40, maybe, what are these guys doing? And then possibly like it.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is, like, we enjoy making this stuff and doing it and doing this podcast and talking about it. So it's not like we have to, like we're relying
Yeah,
on
it's
any
not a
fucking
job,
yeah.
right?
So I mean, that's the best part because like I can only imagine when it becomes like full time and you depend on whatever, a certain amount of views to make a certain amount to get it. I mean, it could be pretty rough.
Yeah, you got to force stuff out.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be cool someday to do this full time, and if you could make the amount of money that it would take, because you could do so much more. But like you said, we do it for fun. Like we go on our trips, we do a little bit of filming, you post a video, you edit it up, and then the podcast is just me and you having fun talking about it, getting fired up. And we do this once a week. And
Yeah. So now it's been good. I mean, from the time we started doing this, I think I've always been like, oh, just worried about what I fucking sound like or what we're talking about. Now it's like I enjoy setting the shit up, filming it and editing it, and then putting it out there. And
Oh, I remember the first time we did a long format video and we wanted to put, because we didn't have much success after the first couple we made. And then we were like, oh, maybe we need to put some substance in it. I remember we sat up here and like I filmed like an intro and like I watched it and I like hated it. Like I hated the sound of my voice. I hated being in front of the camera. But now with the podcast, I mean, it's fucking awesome. I totally enjoy it. I totally got over the sound of my voice thing. I don't know why. It's just maybe because you're not used to hearing it. But I've listened to our podcast so much now, it's like doesn't even faze me.
the best is like when we're doing this and it's like we're talking about, like we're like almost 20, 30 minutes in. And like someone's talking shit about, it's like you listen to 30 minutes of this, and yeah, that's the best part. It's like because it's rough. I mean, I'm sure obviously people don't know us, and I mean, listen to 30 minutes of this shit if they're not interested. But it's good stuff. I enjoy talking about it. Like you said, I get fired up thinking about like this next trip and going into those places. So hopefully, I mean, it's Saturday now, and they're about to get hit by a crazy ass typhoon. So hopefully everything's cool.
Yeah, hopefully the Philippines has got severe weather today. Huge typhoon hitting Luzon right now, so hopefully everybody stays safe and not too much damage over there.
Yeah, they've had a rough couple months. I mean, with like the earthquake in Cebu over there, and then they had a typhoon, and
yeah, poor Cebu got hammered. I saw some before and after pictures of like it was like an aerial shot of basically it looked like Mactan Island and the water. It goes from like pristine blue to like that brown, like when it rains here in Hawaii, how the ocean kind of turns brown. It's fucking disgusting.
yeah, dude, it's no joke, man. Especially when you're out in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, hopefully typhoon hurricane season ends pretty soon. They don't have to worry about it anymore for a few months. Because that shit is brutal. So we did have one question on one of the podcast clips I sent about the party on December 10th at Penthouse. Asked where in the Penthouse Hotel. Rooftop pool is where the party is. I've never been inside the Penthouse, so I don't know what else is available to do in there, but it will be on the rooftop pool. The night of the 10th, probably kick off around 9 p.m. I would imagine. Maybe people will be there a little earlier, and it goes till 1 a.m. They have a curfew there. So that's where it is if you had questions on that. Being set up by Big Mike, so wanted to get that out there. And eventually we'll figure out when we're going to bar hop on that trip, and we'll give that information once we know. But I think definitely we're going to kick it off at Carousel because now that they're going to let us film there and it's right below our hotel.
Yeah, I mean, we've been in there a couple times, but now it's nice. It's a good little size bar and it's cool. I always had a good time going in there. So set up weird, it has a big old carousel in the middle.
Yeah, and we're going to make it fun.
Yeah.
So, homeboy, if Carousel sucks too, like we're going to make it fun despite you. And we're going to end up at Sky at the end of the night no matter what. And we're going to have a great fucking time. Because Sky's awesome.
Always do.
So fuck you. Sky doesn't suck. You suck. I don't know, man. That's all I got for today.
Yeah, that's it, man. I'm glad Monster answered.
Yeah, that was the highlight, getting him on the phone. He was all fucking politically correct. Like,
Yeah, you get all
well,
nervous.
I would tell him that to each his own. And then it's like, just be honest. He's like, I tell him he's a fucking idiot. It's like, thanks, Monster.
Surprise the answer, dude. Never answers.
So hopefully in the coming weeks, we get the remote setup going and we get Monster on a remote podcast. And we got a list of other people we can start hitting up for the remote podcast. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I kind of looked into it, but I mean, I think it's just got to get that subscription to that. I think it's basically the website runs it, and they film the actual podcast, and then you could upload it and then post it.
No, it should be cool. And maybe we'll do the first one with Monster just in case we shit the bed and don't know how to do it right. And it's not usable. So at least it's not like a guest for their first visit with us. You know,
I think you could like hook up your phone to your computer. I mean, I don't think it's too complicated for like the guests, so people that want to
maybe be complicated for him because he's
Yeah,
an idiot. But
we'll see.
I think the other guests, we won't have a problem. All right. Episode 42. Closing down.
That's it.
Tune in next week for 43. Thanks for watching, guys.
All right. Thanks, guys.